My friend, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about something that is a pet peeve of mine as a personal trainer, and I know for many of our personal trainers here at Boomer Fitness. And so often we have Measurement Monday, and that is where our clients, they do measurements for themselves. Because they have weight loss goals, you've got to measure your progress, right? If you can't measure something, you can't manage something. But at the same time, the other side of that coin can be frustration. Now, what I want to talk to you today is something that's ravaging my clients' minds. When they do these measurements, they beat themselves out, and they're losing the core essence of what this fitness journey is all about, and actually sabotaging their weight loss goals in the long run. So I want you to be able to take these tips if you're starting your journey, you're on your journey, or getting to the end of your journey, by grabbing a hold of these and remembering these. This is going to help propel you forward in reaching your fitness goals. So why the scale really doesn't matter right away is if you were to get on the scale, it doesn't take everything into account of what really matters. When you hop on the scale, it's not going to take into account how much muscle you have. It's not going to take about how much water you're holding. It's not going to take into factor your organs. It's not your bone. It's not going to take anything into fact. So you just got to remember first, the scale's not totally telling you the whole story first and foremost. So what we have at Boomer Fitness here is we've got an in-body scale, and what I would recommend if you don't have an in-body scale is get on Amazon, order yourself one of those scales, in-body scale. Amazon's got a really good scale. The scale you're looking for is to measure your body fat percentage with your weight. And what I see with clients, especially in their first 7 weeks working in our online training program or in person here at the gym, is what they have initially is they start working out. They start getting their steps in. They start changing their diet. And then they get on the scale and they're like, this is going to be a horrible measurement day. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean this is going to be a horrible measurement day? And then they end up saying to me, well, the scale hasn't moved at all. So we get on the InBody scale. It's awesome. And I'm not kidding. I wish I was getting sponsored by InBody, but I'm not. If they want to, reach out. But basically, when they get on the scale, InBody prints out this report. Gives them how much water they're holding, how much muscle they have, how much body fat they have. And when I look at it, and when they're training with us, they're getting results, right? Because they're getting that accountability and support. But what happens is we look at that report, and what I ended up saying is like, this is awesome. Client looks at me, what are you talking about? This is not awesome. I stayed the same. And I said, look at here. Your body fat percentage went down. Your visceral fat went down. That visceral fat is the fat stored around your organs. Look, your metabolism went up. You have more muscle mass. So what ends up happening is their body's going through a recomp in the beginning, right? So they've lost body fat and their body starts to gain muscle. And then when we do their circumference measurements, they're smaller. So the scale's not going to give you the whole benefit there. So you got to look at the trade-offs that you got right there. Is that you gain muscle, you're stronger, you're moving better, you're doing things better in your life, you have less fat on your body, and your measurements went down. So look at the muscle you're gaining, your fat you're losing. So the muscle-fat trade-off is one of the things I want you to look at right away. The other thing that I want you to look at is I want you to focus on the process. Don't focus on the number of the scale, because you can't control the number on the scale. You want to focus on the process. So focus on what you can control in that process. Control what you can daily. That's what we say, one meal at a time, one workout at a time, one day at a time, one positive thought at a time. That's our motto here. So focus on the steps. Focus on your 2 resistance training workouts per week of your 6 sets, your multi-joint exercises. Next thing you want to focus on from there is your nutrition. Did I hit my calorie deficit? Am I eating those nutrient-dense foods? Of the proteins keeping me full, the complex carbohydrates giving me energy, the good fats to help me with healthy hormones. I'm focused on the process over the scale, because the process is going to influence the scale. Next thing is the number one goal that I hear from every single person in here is notice your increased energy. Notice that you're feeling better throughout the day. You're keeping up with your grandchildren. You're able to, I heard this from a client, they're like, they didn't have to take a nap in the middle of their day when they're doing really good in real estate. They were having to take a nap in the middle of their day, and now they're not having to take the nap in the middle of the day, and they're able to get to the deals that they're supposed to. So think about it. It's like you're able now to have energy to do what you love to do, which is your career, and you're doing your career at a higher level, and they're not losing those deals to other people. So notice the increased energy you have, and that is like the number one thing that our clients, want down here at Boomer Fitness. The other thing is a lot of people over the age of 50, they have a hard time sleeping. When they're starting this exercise routine, they're expending that extra energy throughout the day. They're sleeping better at night. So notice that the sleep is getting better. The other thing you want to look at, we have a model down here, is when they get off the scale, what are your non-scale victories this week? So what are your non-scale victories? Were you able to get to the top of the stairs without being exhausted? Were you able to pick the grandchild off the floor without your back hurting? So what are those non-scale victories for you? The other thing is take a before and after picture. I have a client of mine, her weight actually went up, but when you look at the picture, it's on my Facebook page, and it's a little while back, but I'll see if I can find it. But what you'll see is when she started the fitness journey, she was a certain weight, and then she finished her goal, and she actually weighed more, but she was smaller, she was tighter, she had more muscle, and the other one, she was like frumpy and soft, in her words, all right? So take those before and after pictures to really see that you can see those changes. And then that would really start to bring back your body confidence when you start to see those pictures. And then when you have that body confidence, that's gonna build up your will, your want to do your workouts, because you're gonna see the value of why these workouts are good for you. When you initially start these workouts, people don't like them because they are challenging. You gotta challenge yourself in the beginning. Once you get through those first 3 to 7 weeks, it's easier. You recover from your workouts. You're not as tired. And then you start to see the body composition changes, and then the things that once became a chore and demanding are easier, but not only that, you're seeing the results that come from it. And then the last thing is, I feel really blessed to be in business with our physical location for over 10 years. And one of the coolest things that I've seen in the last couple of years is that the clinics in the area are starting to refer their clients over to us because they're starting to see some miraculous results that our clients are getting. They're seeing that their blood sugar levels are stabilizing and getting better. Their cholesterol is getting better. Their overall health is improving. So the 3 big things that I hear from our clients, which is number one of them being their health is improving, and why they want their health to be better so they can be around longer and do the things they love to do. But when they go to their doctor checkups, all their profile is improving. So think of this as just throw away your old scale that you get on and really focus on these tips that I gave you today of going beyond the scale and what really matters. All right, if you like this video, you're gonna stick around the next one of these workouts. They're gonna help you build that muscle that we talked about for why the scale doesn't matter.